Aaron, another close home run there early with Spencer Jones just off the bat. What are you thinking in that spot?
Thinking it's our week for that. So obviously I don't have a look at it from our dugout there. So I'm just kind of trying to give it some body language and, obviously didn't have an idea. I looked over there and I saw John challenging right away, which is, it's a crew chief thing. So I didn't necessarily think that meant anything, but I haven't even looked at it, but I'm assuming another very close one.
Put two up there, wound up obviously working in your favor in that one in the second, two in the second. Scoring early has been a little bit of an issue for this team as of late, just to get two in that first or second inning and allow Cam Schlittler to go to work. It's just big to take some of the pressure off your pitching staff.
Yeah, I think so. Especially for Cam, who, kind of struggled tonight, frankly. I thought finished pretty well. The fifth and the sixth there might have been his best innings, but struggled to kind of get in a rhythm, but didn't break, and obviously made some big pitches when he needed to. Anytime he was kind of backed into a corner up against it a little bit, kind of the best of the night came out. So that was good. But for him to, give us 6 strong and 1 run, make those early runs stand up was big.
You say that struggle, but when you look down, it's 6 innings and just 1 run, more walks than we're typically used to seeing. But just what do you think it is about that Blue Jays lineup that seems to make him work a little bit more?
I mean, they're kind of their superpowers. They put the ball in play. But I think tonight was more of just a little bit out of sync more than anything. Because obviously he was just struggling to throw strikes consistently and certainly like he normally does. I thought last week over there, other than, not finishing necessarily great over there, like I thought he threw the ball really well. It was, tonight was a little bit different, but, it's not always going to be perfect, obviously. And, for him to find a way to get us 6 innings and get a ton of big outs on the night is a testament just to how good a pitcher he is.
Peter.
Aaron, what are you seeing from Spencer's approach right now that's allowing him to string together these good performances?
Yeah, I mean, the last 2 nights have been really good. I think he, even when he went through a little bit of a lull there in this last week where he wasn't getting a lot of hits and stuff, it's been good to see. He's never felt overmatched or anything, and, making some good adjustments. I think has a feel or an idea of what an opposing pitcher's strengths and weaknesses are and how they might try to attack him. And, he's doing a good job with that. He's been adaptable is the way I put it. But, the experience he's gaining, I feel like is very valuable, and he's applying it well every day.
Tom.
Aaron, what has Spencer meant to the team over the last 6 or 8 weeks?
Yeah, he's again, I feel like it's been a really good year for him in his development, and and now take that to the big leagues, and he's come up here and I think he continues to kind of find his way, and certainly prove that he can play up here. And I think there's a lot more in the tank for him to continue to go and learn, but he's showing the ability to do that, and that's been really encouraging. I think he's done a really good job in the outfield. He's done a good job on the bases. So it's been great to see him take advantage of some real run here.
Bob.
Aaron, can you talk about the job that Hedrick and Blackburn seems to do night after night after night?
Yeah, I mean, it's been awesome, both good stories in their own right, and just, Hedrick, kind of transitioning to that role last year, and I think really leaning into it and owning it and getting better at it last year, but then preparing in the off season for it, and obviously has gone to another level this year and been a rock for us. And then Paul, it's been fun to watch him, a successful starter in this league that now has made the transition, feels like his stuff has ticked up. I feel like him and our pitching group have done a great job of just really honing in on and tightening up his arsenal and what he needs to use and how he gets outs. And the great thing about both of them and why they complement each other really well is they're both very neutral. Right or left. I don't look at it and say, oh, it's the lefty lane, let's get Hedrick in there, and vice versa with Paul. So they complement each other really well in that regard.
Brian, to the left.
Have they told you anything about how Cody's night went?
No.
0 for 3, but he played 6 innings in the field.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
does that
haven't
mean?
heard anything yet.
I mean, are you
How do you look?
expecting them? I don't know.
Oh.
You tell me. Are you thinking Sunday then for him?
We'll see. That's certainly in play, but we'll circle up tonight and see how it all went. I haven't got a report other than the Hoke report right now.
It's a good one. Thank you.
Yeah.